Wednesday, and this is where we talk to you about things that are definitely concerning for women. And we're talking about being in alignment and how you can play a big role in that. And as a woman, you definitely want to be in alignment because you have things to do. We have definitely for this 2021 connections to make and to continue to build on, your legacy as well as your generational wealth and, for your children and grandchildren. So today we're just going to talk about, again, being in alignment and some of the definitely the benefits of being in alignment. Now, being in alignment sometimes, good day. Hi, Debbie. I miss you. Debbie, we need to talk. How you doing? So we need to definitely be in alignment, but we also need to know about the things that it takes to be in alignment. And that's what being in alignment with yourself, first of all. I was kind of like all out of wax right now because right now with my job, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of hiring. There's a lot of developing and a lot of things that I'm doing all at once. And then I have a great startup team of folks who are helping. We have some things that we need to, we're working on. And I have a bunch of folks who are there, they're just down with whatever, they just there so they can help. But it's been an uphill trug because, again, as I said, you're running, but you have no socks and no shoes on, but you're still running. So, you're stepping on all kinds of stuff. People are wondering what's this or what's that. So what we want to do is look at it being in alignment. And sometimes, of course, as you have to slow way down to speed way up. So, sometimes you got to stop and get your socks and your shoes on because, again, what the terrain is going to be. So when you're in alignment, you want to look at those things. You want to look at the fact of your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats. And when you're moving along and getting yourself in alignment, those are the things that you want to be your primary focus. So this morning, we are broadcasting using the HAPS. So for those of you guys who are not aware or on this platform, go ahead and download your HAPS app so that you can have it. Hey, Coach Dave, I miss you too. How you doing? You want to go ahead and subscribe as soon as you can to our platform so that you know when we go live. And definitely you could support because I don't even see my little money things at the top anymore. I don't even know what happened. But maybe Haps done said something about that. Peter and the other ones over there. I can't remember at this point, but that's okay. But in Pablo, okay, I remember Pablo. Okay, Peter and Pablo. And then Hector. Okay, I don't know. But we are missing. Hey, Natasha. Hey, we missing Natasha. Hi, Natasha. Well, hi, Kat, too. And Jacqueline and Sharon and, Pitty Low and, our folks and Zebrabet and, folks that's always up in here and Terry and just folks. So we're talking about being in alignment. And what we're looking at is the fact that if you've got to be in alignment, you have to understand what your strengths are. And sometimes your strengths are things that you really didn't think they were, but they really are. But we want to maximize them. We want to be able to focus on them, but we also want to look at what makes them strengths. Well, how do we maximize those strengths? And how do we move throughout the day? Okay, here, go take it down. It's not time yet. Yeah, go ahead. I'm taking down Joy Lee's hair because it needs to be redone. And so she's getting her hair taken down. So hold on, Grammy's doing this right now. Okay, hold on. Grammy will be over there with you. So, yeah, that hurt. So one of the things that we're looking at is our strengths. So our strengths are something that we definitely want to perpetuate and put to the forefront so that we can maximize and then be able to move on to the next and identify what our weaknesses are. Because believe it or not, a weakness is not meant for it to be detrimental to you. It is really for you to understand where your strengths are. Because once you know what your weaknesses are, you'll know what your strengths are. And the thing is that when we pay attention to what our weaknesses are, it makes us strong. It makes us stronger because you'll know what they are, and then you'll be able to get folks on your team that could help in those areas. So having a team of folks is very grateful. It's appreciative because it makes things move. Sometimes you're the person, or you have a person who can come up with the ideas, but you need people who can actually help you get it moving, because believe it or not, regardless of what people say, self-made is not real. That's nobody's self nothing. We're not built to be self anything like that. We're meant to, actually have people with us. That is why we are called a society and human beings. Beings are many. So we have to kind of understand that there's no self-made nobodies. You don't do nothing on your own. You're always affected and touched and influenced by many things, regardless to if you realize it or not, physical or non-physical. You are influenced by those things, and those people's, atmosphere, if you will kind of come upon you. So it happens. You can take on traits. They call them traits or personalities, but whatever. Spirits, you can get that. So you have to kind of keep those things in mind. Yeah, definitely appreciate that confirmation, but it's the truth. So you have to be watchful of that, and that what means, when the people who you be around, like your parents will say, lay down with dogs, you'll get fleas, or walk like a duck, quack like a duck, you must be a duck, or just some of those cliches that we hear, those tales that people refer to, but. Okay, go ahead. When you look at your weaknesses are the things that are going to make you who you are and move you forward and give you that foundation, because you're going to identify what they are. So don't be afraid of the weaknesses. I have a couple of weaknesses. Well, a couple. I have several. I'm sure I could sit down and write a whole list about it, and that's the one thing that you can do. But I could also, write a list about, my strengths as well. So once you've identified those things, you kind of move on to opportunities, because you give someone an opportunity to be able to maximize their potential. You give them an opportunity to find their strengths. So your weakness is an opportunity for someone else to maximize their strengths. So it's kind of like, some algebraic equations, and, you're doing the whatever quadratic, don't even get me to be telling you, but quadratic, whatever you call. But it's like that. You got to take a little bit of something in the middle and, go back out and all this other stuff. So when you look at the fact that you are understanding of your opportunities and you can give people opportunities, it is a strength for you. Because of a weakness, you've given someone else an opportunity to show their strengths. So, that's for the quadratic equation. So when we look at those things, yes, that's right, Coach Dave. It's that new math. It is. It's that new math, the quadratic math of quarantine. So that's what it is. So we have to look at those things and how we are, moving, and how one thing affects the other. But we all are faced with threats, but threats don't have to be a negative. So let's keep that in mind. Threats in itself has been given to us as bad, because a threat is coming. And if I just say that a threat is coming, that's one thing. But if you move your mindset and you say a threat is coming, you're like, bring it, because I need to test this thing over here. Okay, I need to test this. I need to see if this is strong. I need to know if this has what it takes to stand the test of time. I need to know if it has, strength in it, if it has validity, if it has a foundation, is the foundation strong? So I need the threat to come in. You all need the threat. You need y'all need to be threatened. I mean, just let me know. We can make that happen. I'm just saying, everybody, hi, Hamstrand, just subscribe. Thank you. It's good to see you over there on Periscope. Thank you for coming in. So be sure to subscribe. And I don't know where the coins went and where you can give and donate. I don't know what happened. My coins are gone. So I'm just saying, hey, friend, how you doing? Hi. So yeah, so we were talking about that. So again, we're not going to be long because Jolie needs to get into school at 8:15. and our day is getting started, and then I have to be somewhere at 8:30. So the thing is that we have to look at those threats as a value add in some sense. Now, don't go around talking about you want to threaten everything, but because people may not take that the right way. But you want to look at a threat as an opportunity to test the validity, the strongness, or the foundations of things that you're doing, because that's what it's about. Look at it however you like, but when you're doing market research, that is a threat. You're trying to get someone to test the strength or security of something that you're doing, and you go and find someone who claims that they're the best at doing it, and then you let them threaten it. You let them find what the threats are, or you let them test it to see where potential weaknesses are, because they are the threat, and that's what you want. You want your foundation, your things to be strong. So in order to see if it's strong enough, it has to stand a test. It needs a test, and a threat is going to test it, or some of them other things. So what we want to look at is, when we're being in alignment, we have to understand that being in alignment is a few things, and you got to understand yourself first of all. The first thing about being in alignment is knowing you, because you cannot go out in the world and do things with other people if you are not testing who you are and knowing what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So I would definitely request that you all do some self-checks. Do some self-checks on your SWOT. SWOT yourself, as I would say. SWOT your own self. And those are things that you want to do. SWOT yourself. So with that, I'm going to get going. We got 10 minutes to get Joy Lee over here in her class and get her all lined up and get her hair situated so that she feels okay about it, because I need to take it down. So thank all of you guys for coming in this morning. This is Shannon with For Humanities. And we'll be back again for Women in Alignment Wednesdays after dark. Yes, watch yourself. He got strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Thank you, Hammerstrand. Thank you. I appreciate it. But it's the truth. Put that on yourself. SWOT yourself every day. Hold on, Joy Lee. SWOT yourself. So SWOT yourself every day. That's like a little, fly swatter. SWOT yourself, because you need to understand what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Even when you're focusing in on a project, understand what they are. Build from that foundation will definitely help you move forward. So thank all of you guys for coming. Thank you, Hammerstrand. Thank you, Natasha and Coach Dave, and Debbie somewhere out there. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for coming in. And for those who are going to catch this replay, thank all of you guys too for being here. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you there. There's apps for doing SWOTs on your iPhone. Really? Okay. I don't have an iPhone. Does it come in Android? Okay. I have to get it. I'll have to look. I'll look it up. I'll, pop me a link or something. Let me know where it is. So I'll look it up and see if I could find it. Look in the App Store. Okay. I'll look in the App Store. All right. Thank you very much. So again, download the SWOT app. Okay. And SWOT yourself. Okay, cool. Android too. Yes. Get yourself the SWOT app and SWOT yourself every day.